Hey people, Silver Moon here. Just going to be doing a review on the episodes of RID, and I am joined by my good friend
J-Bop 1983.
There you go. So we're going to be doing episode 1, which is Battle Protocol, and I suppose we have to do the episode summary. Sorry, my brain went a bit blank then. So, I just watched it and I can't remember a damn thing.
Okay.
Help me out here.
I've forgotten now as well.
Yes, we just watched the video like how many minutes ago and we've forgotten everything already. God, this turns out to be good.
Hang on. I can remember most of it, I've just forgotten how it starts.
Starts off with picture of Earth and then zooming in on a city and then fire crews and then Koji waking up and falling out of bed.
Yep. And then he starts watching the whatever that thing was meant to be about. Was it meant to be a carnival or something?
I think it was an energy conference or something like that.
Something like that. And then Megatron turns up in giant hand mode.
We'll talk about that later. Yes. And then of course he just starts demanding stuff. And then back at home Koji's crying his eyes out. I was like, oh my dad. And Optimus Prime appears on his phone.
It strangely looks like a Apple notebook.
You know, I never actually realised that. Oh, yeah, so then there's two meet up, go to New York, and then we meet the other Predacons, Slapper, Dark Scream, and
Gas gun.
yeah, him.
But I think you've missed a bit before that.
Did I?
Yeah, where Koji meets Prime.
And he talks about the global space bridge.
Yeah. Prime drops off Koji, starts to fight Megatron, then the other Predacons going on.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. See, this is why you're here. You help me remind you. I really meet the Predacons, yep.
And then Prime calls in reinforcements.
In the form of the Autobot brothers, and they get introduced individually. Which would be Prowl, Sideburn, and X-Brawn. Although I do love the way X-Brawn kind of, what's the word? Gets rid of his human companion.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
That is just hilarious. I can't help but smile every time I see that. But, yes.
Oh, and we forgot to say that it's the first appearance of Ty as well.
Yes, yes.
Although, I don't know if she's meant to be in the Autobot base or in the other half of Prime's fire truck or what.
I think it's actually the base.
Alright.
I think. Yeah.
Not really well explained, is it?
So then, after that, you just basically have a fight between the Predacons, which is the 3 things that we just mentioned. The names escape me at the moment. And the Autobot brothers, with Prime going after Megatron.
Yep.
Oh, we missed out the part where Koji nearly gets flattened by Megatron and X-Bron saves him.
Yes.
Of course, his face is priceless when he sees X-Bron's head just inside the car.
Yeah. Which wasn't there when he was ejecting his passenger.
No,
On.
strangely enough.
A bit random.
It's like, a giant robot head in a 4x4 now. There's a rarity for you.
And then we go on to the hilarious fight between the Autobot brothers and the Predacons.
Yeah.
X-Ron showing how stupid Slapper is. And why not to drive stairs?
Although if you see the Japanese version of the very first episode, it's quite funny because X-Brawn doesn't actually say he has to go do an errand. He's actually saying he's not exactly jumping up and down, but he's really excited at all the tall buildings. So that's the reason he runs off. Sorry, I just saw the first episode of the Japanese on YouTube, that was all. The only one I've actually seen. But sorry.
Sounds like the Japanese version have made him slightly insane.
Yes, they might have actually, because instead of saying in our version where he says he should have taken the elevator, in the Japanese version he's actually happy and pleased that he's going up the stairs, or that bouncing up and down. So it's like, oh, yeah.
Okay.
But very interesting.
And then we get on to Megatron giving Prime the slip and eventually transforming into jet mode and kidnapping Dr. Oni, however you pronounce his name. Onishi.
Yep. And then Optimus virtually makes a promise to Koji that he shall save his father.
Yep.
Or is it he saves the father and the planet? I can't quite remember.
And that's the end of the episode, isn't it?
Yep.
Right.
So, I guess the first question should be, what did you think?
I thought it was very good for a first episode. What did you think?
I guess it was alright. Mind you, the very first time I watched RID, I can remember my reaction. It was like, Optimus Prime's a fire truck? What the hell? Of course, I was basing that assumption off that it would be the G1 version, because obviously the theme tune in G1 is Robots in Disguise. So I was obviously expecting G1 Optimus. So, hence my surprise when I first watched it.
Well, when I first watched it, I had the benefit of seeing Beast Wars before it, so I thought, that's a slight improvement on a gorilla. At least it's a vehicle.
Yes. Oh, dear.
So, what do you want to comment on next then? Should we go on about Megatron's vehicle modes? First appearance?
First appearance. Coming through the building as a giant hand. It's like, okay. Mind you, I like the fact, it's quite funny actually, because, excuse me, I like the fact that there's sort of like debris falling on all the people and all they can do is stand there and watch. It's like, run for goodness sake! Get flattened! But Megatron's modes, he only gets see 4, I think, don't you? Out of his 6?
And robot, bat, 5.
5.
It's hand mode, robot mode, bat mode, dragon mode, and jet mode.
Oh yeah, because you don't get to see the car mode till, I think it's episode 3, is it?
Something like that.
Yeah, the one where they capture Cypher. Anyway, we're not talking about that one. As you can tell, I ramble a lot.
All that.